Hello.
Okay, I wish you guys could see the behind the scenes because literally every time we play the countdown music, I'm dancing. I'm like, because it gets my energy up and stuff, I feel like. So I'm starting to dance. And I said before we started, I'm like, why am I the only one dancing? So Claire's getting into it a little bit, but the Brit in her, honestly, Claire's just like, okay, I'm just bobbing. I've got hands in the air. I look down and we can see Brandon, but he's not really on camera. He's like standing up, going bonkers. I'm laughing hysterically. So like sometimes the behind the scenes is like just as fun as being on camera. So
you see, I can't see Brandon. I can only see you.
Oh, okay.
So otherwise, if I'd known that he was going crazy, maybe I would have joined.
I wondered. I'm like, man, those Brits really are reserved because he's hysterical right now, and Claire's just like bebopping along and not even laughing. So, anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to Style Dots Live at Lunch. I am Gina. I'm one of the proud co-founders of Style Dots, and this is Claire. Our lovely designer. In case you can't tell, she's from the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
And we are so blessed to have her be a part of our team here at Style Dots. I'm just giving you guys a heads up that because I think that you're going to catch on pretty quickly that this isn't live. Like we pre-recorded this because this is the week that I am getting my leaky eye fixed. So I will have just had surgery and still be recovering. So we pre-recorded it so that I could still be on with Claire and we could still kind of do the live at lunch. We didn't want to miss it. So because it's a big week. It's a big week around here and we didn't want to skip live at lunch, right, Claire?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like our little live at lunch twice a month, Gina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have fun. So if you see me like wiping the tears on my eyes, it's because the recorded version of Gina hasn't had that fixed yet. The actual version of Gina by this point will be eye patch. Will be Pirate Gina with an eye patch on.
I was just about to say,
right? Yeah, but then we'll be good. We'll be good to go. I'll be good to go by conference. That's the plan. So, anyway, okay. So Claire, apparently, it's national. It's flip flop day. Like we're coming into this is like the week that people are celebrating flip flops.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a National Flip Flop Day, but I think it's a brilliant idea.
It is.
I just hope by the time this airs that the weather will be good enough in the UK that I can wear my flip flops.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are places here in the US where they wear flip flops all year round.
That would be nice.
That's where I want to live. I want to live in a place where I can wear flip-flops all year round, where there's a need to have a pedicure 12 months a year.
Yeah. I like that idea too.
Yeah, I think that's worth it. But, the good thing about there being a National Flip-Flop Day is that Style Dots has flip-flops. So let me show you, before we show you all the features of flip-flops, you know what I think we should do? Claire? Because the flip-flops that we have aren't going to be in the new fall catalog. And we still have a few left, although they were doing some crazy contests at the end of May going into Memorial Day, and we had a lot of them flying off the shelves. But with whatever inventory we have left of flip-flops, I say, this is a while supplies last deal. But normally our flip-flops, and they come with dots, are $59.95. I say we do it for $49.95 a pair.
Nice deal, Gina.
Very, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good deal for 2 dots and a pair of flip-flops. So let's show them the slide and let's talk about all the features and what a great deal this is. So this deal, I'm only going to give you until noon Eastern on Monday, the 21st. So you just have through the weekend to get this deal. So be sure to take advantage of it. So, okay, Claire, I'll let you talk about all the different features of this. And
okay, so Gina and I work very hard to create sort of flip-flops that are sort of the most comfortable. So we actually have teamed up with a company called Yellow Box, which I think is hugely recognized in the US, and they're known for their comfortable footwear. Yeah. So we worked alongside with them and developed sort of flip-flops that can hold our dots as well. So there are sort of various sort of pointers that we wanted to take note of. So they're basically made out of a memory foam finish. So you've got sort of the highly absorbent, high impact absorption on the soles. So they're super, super comfortable. So they've got a really lot of nice cushioning. You know, sometimes sort of flip-flops have sort of a thinner sole, and by the end of the day, you know, your feet are sore because you haven't got actually that cushioning and absorption when you've been walking around wearing them all day. Well, this won't happen with our flip-flops because they're just so super comfortable. You've got a non-slip construction underneath, so that it's sort of slightly textured underneath the sole so that they won't slip. And they're very lightweight, and also the soles have got sort of a crack resistance to them, so they're super durable as well. The straps that hold your feet in sort of got a slight stretch to it, and they're a nice width as well. They're probably, I think, maybe an inch wide. But they've got a slight give to them, so sort of a good stretchy feel. And of course, all of our flip-flops, they come with a pair of dots as well. So you've got a whole sort of fashion look there for your footwear.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you a couple things here on Dot Vision so you guys can see, and then we're going to go through slides, and we're going to go through them quick because we have lots of things to show you. But I just want to be able for you guys to see. So there's a little bit of it comes up. I wouldn't call it a wedge. It just has a little bit of a upswing. And then it does have a little bit of arch support here. So you can kind of see on the side there's a little bit of an arch support. The center part here of it is cloth. So it's super comfortable there in between your toes. Like Claire said, it's really cushy. And then the nonstick, you can see that the grooves actually change direction. So that's what gives you kind of a little bit of a nonstick surface on it. And then you can see that it stretches. So you've got that stretch in them, and they honestly are. And then there's a close-up of the fun little dot there. So they really are. I've loved Yellow Box for years. And so when Claire and I were reaching out to them, they're a company that's here in the U.S. They understand sizing, and so we knew, they were going to understand U.S. sizes. Yeah. But so we have sizes 6 through 11, or we did when we recorded this. We had sizes 6 through 11. So sometimes those smaller and larger sizes we run out of quicker because there's not as much of a demand normally, so we don't order as many. But we're going a little lower on those. But sizes 6 through 11, but let's show them some of the different looks that we have for the rainbow ones, Claire.
Okay, so the dots that are in this image here are what they come with. So you've got this sort of spiral, multicolored effect. So lots of sort of enamel colors there that actually pick up the rainbow effect that are on the straps. So they coordinate brilliantly. And that's just sort of the side view, so you can get an all-over view of them. And a close-up of the dots, so you can see lovely array of colours, and they actually match perfectly with the colours that are on the straps. I was amazed, actually, when the dots came in that they sit and coordinate perfectly.
Yeah. And there are so many people that I've seen that will swap out and put different dots in their flip-flops, and they're wearing, right, because it's a statement dot, so you can throw it in your necklace. So they're moving it around and you doing different things. So love it. Okay, then before we move on to other looks, let's look at, because we have 2 colors available. This is the pewter ones. And
so again, same whole combination, same sort of details that these flip-flops come in, but we've just done them in a different color, so a more neutral colorway. So you're sort of you've got the elasticated part has got pewter areas of it and little silver crystals along the straps. And then we've picked up those tones in the dots as well. So you've got sort of this spectrum of black and grey and white going around the dots that come with those flip-flops. So really sophisticated look.
Yep. Love it. Love them, love them. Okay. So now we're going to mix it up because I want to show folks that because they hold the statement dot, like it's great that they come with dots and you can absolutely just always wear them with that. But again, one of the unique things about Style Dots is that interchangeability, that you can mix and match and you can do different things. You can take the dots out of your flip-flops and throw it in your necklace and take different dots, a dot that you maybe had in a necklace, and you can put it in your flip-flop. So we're going to show you some of our other statement dots and how they would look in these flip-flops so you can kind of get an idea and see some different looks. So here you've thrown the daisy.
Yeah, the daisy in there. So sort of just, a flash of yellow, really summery, but then sort of works with the rainbow as well. So it's just sort of this bright sort of array of colour with this bright sunshine sort of yellow in the centre as well.
Yeah.
So really good.
Yeah, it's a great look.
Now, what I like about this, I love this.
Yeah.
When I was doing this, what I didn't, and it worked so well, it actually, whatever dot you snap in, brings out that colour in the rainbow side effect as well, and the crystals.
Exactly.
So you can see this, it's pulling those aqua colours in. And they look great in the flip-flops. It's our aqua finesse. But yeah, I just was amazed actually how much it drew the colour out of the straps on the side. So it looks great with the aquas.
Yeah, and I love the bling on this. It really honestly ties in with some of that bling that's going down the side of the straps on the flip-flop. So, yep, what a great look. Yeah. You know what it makes me do? It makes me want to say, okay, can I make a rainbow finesse dot? Like, what would a rainbow? Like, I'm just right on. Claire's like, you've never said that to me before, Gina. That's a brand new. Like, I'm like off the top of my head right now, Claire. I think we need to add that. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but anyway. Okay, let's look.
So if you've got all your bright colour going down the straps, I want to sort of bring in that neutral element. So you've got your silver Firenze statement dot snapped into that. So you've got sort of that real silver effect coming in. So if you didn't want that sort of pop of colour right in the centre, you've got your colour going down the side, but then sort of this really decorative, just all silver dot snapped into the flip-flops in the front.
Yeah, that's a great look too. Because in all honesty, you're downplaying maybe all the colors. So that, if you're, depending on what you're wearing, I think it gives you, it kind of neutralizes it a little bit. Yeah. So another great look, another great idea, Claire, that I wouldn't have thought of, but now that I'm seeing it, I love it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so bringing in red. So this is our red Saphir, but again, as you can see here, it actually then draws all the red colour out of the colourful strips at the side. So I just love that fact that it does that, and it was something I didn't even think would happen really until I actually put the graphics together. So it's pulling out all those red tones, and then you've got that AB finish in the crystals, the last AB, and then that actually picks up the crystals that are on the side as well. So
yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. I'm like, those red AB crystals totally pull that whole look together.
Yeah, very much so. And I think if you can pick a statement dot maybe that's links in with the outfit that you're wearing, then it sort of will then sort of pull in and coordinate your look even more. So maybe if you have got a red top on, then it's the red dots you snap into your flip-flops, and then you sort of get that coordinated look as well.
Well, and in all honesty, Claire, with having the flip-flops on sale for $49.95, it makes it a little bit easier to say, even if you're on a budget, to say, okay, I am going to get a couple extra dots, or maybe I already have one of these dots, But at $49.95, I can go ahead and get a second dot so that I can have a pair to wear in the flip-flops. So great idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So again, the purple works great. So this is the purple whirl. And actually with the AB finish on these crystals really pulls in those sides. And you can see that it's pulling out the crystals, the purple crystals on the edge. But again, that swirl. But I think how it sort of tones down what you're seeing again, and how the eyes are so clever with colour. When you see a dominant colour, that's where your eye is drawn to, but then it picks up that colour sort of in the rainbow effect on the side. So again, but I think that works. I think if you had the purple top, then you've got that sort of coordinated look if you snap in purple dots on your flip-flops.
Yeah, that's a great fashion advice from Claire there, guys. Good job.
And then sort of just really zingy, bright colours, although there isn't an orange in that rainbow effect on the side, but popping that sort of orange glimmer in there, it works really well as well. They're sunshine colours. You know, in summer, you can actually get away with wearing any colour. And so sort of having the rainbow effect and that pop of bright orange can sort of really lift the flip-flops as well. And sort of in the sunshine, I think they would just look great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, and I wouldn't have thought to do this, and it totally, like, I'm sitting as slides are coming up, I'm like then referring down to the flip-flops that are sitting here next to me, and I'm like, well, why didn't I think of that one? So good job, Claire.
Yeah, so slightly more subtle. You know, that's our green shimmer. Yes, yeah. Green shimmer.
Yeah.
And I think just those subtle tones, it sort of just tones everything down. If you're not you don't want to sort of be full on bright colours, it's just sort of a more subtle tone. And I think it just relaxes that look. Again, just works really well, picks up those green tones. And yeah, softer look. And for all our fuchsia lovers, again, there isn't fuchsia in that rainbow effect on the side, but because it's in the same family as sort of the purple colouring, again, it sort of sits and blends really well, gives you a really fashionable look. And sort of fuchsia is such a popular colour and brilliant for spring, summer. And so works well sort of picking up that crystal, and those AB crystals, you've got sort of full on bling going here. So you've got that sort of bling effect in the center and then down the sides.
Yeah, it is a great look.
Mm-hmm. And then sort of slightly more, again, more subtle, but subtle and bold really, because it's sort of a bold color in the center. But not sort of full on rainbow, but it's our blue shell dot. But because the blue shell has sort of a variance and a variegated color, it's picking up other tones that are along the straps of the flip-flops. So again, I think coordinated, really eye-catching, this one, and sort of gives you that sort of depth of color going on. So again, another great look. I think it sort of gives you that showiness really. So really good.
Yeah, I love that. And the cool thing with the blue shell too is that because it's a natural shell, right? Some of them have blues and greens, some of them have more purples in them, but I think that works so well with the flip-flops because there is blues and greens and purples in the flip-flop thing. So regardless of which variation of blue shell you get, that works out. You know, it works great. So
yeah, either way, whatever tonality you've got there, you know, it's going to work well because you've got all of those tones going on. Side colouring. So yeah, it's probably quite a perfect dot to snap into the flip-flops.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some pewter options.
So the pewter options, so wanted to tap into that sort of, you know, the flip-flops on their own because they've got a black sole, you've got the sort of silver crystals and then the pewter straps, picks up on the colouring, that is the black flame dots. So you've got that black, the darker grey and the white. Yeah. So I think these work really well. Again, and I think the shape of that dot sort of again will draw your eye around the foot and to the straps going down the side. So another great look, sort of nice two-tone effect there with that neutral colouring.
Very nice.
And a bit of floral. So our black rosette, again, you've got hematite crystals in here with a black cat eye in the center, and then the black enamel. So the black enamel picks up from the base, and then I think those sort of the hematite picks up the pewter straps on the side, but giving you that.
And the hematite is, these are actually, they look like hematite here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I feel like it totally is pulling in similar to what that is. I had to put my glasses on because like I feel like those are I needed to compare, and I'm like I think that those are the same, but upon further review they are the same.
And I like this because you've got sort of quite a clean look on the flip flop, but then you've added that floral touch, that sort of pretty element going on in the center, so you've got that sort of two-tone effect going on too.
Yeah, that's nice.
And again, similar sort of feel here with our Splendor dot. Got all that detailing, all that beading in that dot, but again, it's those hematite crystals that are picking up from the side straps too. So again, I think that sort of combination works really well with that cleanness along the side, and then your floral pop in the center.
Yeah, it's a good look. Yay.
And then another two-tone. So this is our Black Empress. And then you've got white enamel in the center, and then this sort of pattern detail section all around the edge, and then black enamel. So you've got lots of detailing going on there, but then I think that draws your eye. You've got the sort of the crystals going down the side, but I think that sort of whole monochrome look. And again, this sort of this clean look, I think works really well with then your detailing pop in the center.
Well, and I love that there's that white enamel in the center, because I feel like that totally is going to pop off of the blacks and the grays and everything that you've got going in this look. So yeah. It's a really good look.
Yeah.
Good job, Claire. Oh, this.
Yeah, I think the medallion looks really great. You know, it is a silver dot, but it's got that tiny black crystal in the center, and then all of this pattern and detailing and sort of going on within the dot just draws your eye to the center of the flip-flop, and then sort of draws your eye down the side, I think, sort of with the crystals, the hematite crystals going down the edge.
Yeah.
But again, I think sort of that detailing and the intricacy of that dot sits really well on the flip-flops.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I like about, so here you're getting a silver finish, but because it's got that clear enamel over the top, sometimes with flip-flops, with footwear, right, it's going to get wet a little bit more often than like jewelry and that kind of thing. But I feel good about these being a little bit more sturdy because of that clear enamel over the top. So you're protecting that silver finish because of the clear enamel. Yeah. So I think that it's going to stay shiny longer, and it's not going to, sometimes if you're walking down the beach or whatever and in salt water, right, there's a tendency for, you have to be careful with things like that. But I think these are going to stay nice and looking shiny for a bit. So, it's a good look. Good job, Claire.
Okay, so also just sort of having this pop of bright fuchsia. So this is our fuchsia finesse, you know, and I think sort of the flip-flops are like the backdrop to having this sort of bright pop of color. And again, this is how you coordinate with your outfit. You know, if you were wearing a fuchsia shirt or whatever, then you can then pop whatever color dot into your flip-flops, and I think you then get that sort of coordinated, really chic look. So I think sort of that whole sort of customization is just brilliant, because you can sort of make your outfit sort of blend well together.
Yeah. And I feel like the pewter flip-flops to me seem, not that they're dressy, but a little bit dressier than like the rainbow ones. The rainbow ones to me feel a little bit more casual. So yeah, it's a great look.
Yeah.
Great job.
And again, another sort of brought in the red shell And the shells are just, they're so beautiful because they've got this variegated finish and the texture going on within that shell pattern. And then it brings in those different tones. So they're a really interesting dot. But again, like I said, sort of having that black background with the pewter sort of straps and then having a pop of colour. Slightly more subtle because it's sort of the deeper red tones. But you can see they've got sort of purple elements there as well. But the combination of the black and red always work well together.
Yep. It's a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So purple Victoria. Again, the Victoria dots are so intricate because they've got all of that sort of engraved detail underneath the enamel colour. So you've got this sort of detailed, sort of really intricate look. And then your sort of lines of pewter crystals going down the edge. So a pop of colour with all of that detail and then sort of the subtleness and sleekness going down the edge. I think it sort of makes the flip-flops look quite refined, really.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that maybe is that was our last one. So again, Claire, I love that you were showing... I love that you get us to think outside of the box.
Mm-hmm.
So you were not only pulling in, like, yeah, you can buy the dot, you can buy the flip-flops, you're going to get dots that go with it. So you can wear them right away without having to add any other dots. But in all honesty, we've got them, we've put them on sale from, after today's live until noon Eastern on Monday. So you've got over the weekend here to get maybe you already have one pair, you can pick up the other color, maybe you want to. When I find a pair of flip-flops that I really love, I for sure get them in multiple colors, but sometimes I'll even like get an extra pair to set aside because I know I'm going to wear them. I know I'm going to wear the life out of them. And it's like, how many miles are you going to put on? It's like a Honda or Toyota. I'm going to put 200,000 miles on these flip-flops. And then I'm going to want to be able to, I've got a friend that is known for, she has these like zebra printed, I think they're zebra print. They're black and white, funky shaped sunglasses. She literally has cases of them that she always, it breaks. Oh, well, I'll just get out the same exact, she's been wearing the same sunglass style for years. And sometimes I feel like when you find something that you like, it's okay to have an extra, a spare, just in case. So normally they're $59.95 for the flip-flops and the 2 dots that are included. We have them on sale for the weekend, through the weekend for $49.95. So until noon Eastern on Monday. So take advantage of that. Use it to add a few different dots, maybe, so that you can mix it up a little bit. And great idea. And I absolutely love these dots. We've had so many compliments on them. They've honestly been such a hit that I can't wait to see. Get all the feedback in here. How excited everybody is to be able to get the other color or all the things. So yeah,
I think it's going to be, if you had to go for just one color, I think it's really difficult to choose because I can see they work sort of both ways.
Yeah.
And you can see sort of from all the looks that I pulled together, they're just so versatile. And I like the idea sort of that you pull in and snap in the dots that sort of can coordinate with your outfit.
Yeah.
I think that sort of whole thing works really well. Not sort of too matchy, but you've just got a hint of what you're wearing up top. You can do that sort of down on your footwear too. So it's cool.
So be sure to take advantage of the sale. You guys know that we don't put regularly priced things that aren't retired or aren't retiring or whatever. We don't put things on sale that often.
Yeah.
But here's what I want to let you know. Be sure to join me next Tuesday night for Style Dots Live. We've got something special coming your way. We're kicking off another special thing next Tuesday night. So you want to be sure to join me. So I will be back here live at 8:00 Eastern for Style Dots Live next Tuesday night. So I will see you. And I shouldn't be a pirate. I won't be a pirate anymore next Tuesday night. So I will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on and joining me today, Claire. And we'll see everybody next week.
Okay.
Take care, everybody. Bye.